Welcome to today's Explainer. We've got a really fascinating one for you today. We're going to look at how two wildly different industries achieve just incredible operational success. We're talking about the real, verified data behind their growth and how they actually managed to thrive in a super competitive global landscape. Honestly, it's a story all about precision, and we are going to make these concepts crystal clear for you.
So, take a second. What actually pops into your head when you hear the word chute? For most of us, right, it's probably a giant, twisting water slide at a summer theme park, or maybe a parachute gracefully drifting down from the sky. But we actually need to pivot our thinking today, because when we talk about the reality of global business and heavy industry, that word means something entirely different. It's way more grounded and infinitely more critical to success.
Here's how we're redefining that simple word for our explainer today. In a business context, a chute isn't just a pipe, it's not a slide, it is a highly engineered, specialized pathway designed for one very specific purpose, flawlessly routing critical elements. And here's the absolute key to it all. It requires completely rejecting generic templates. Today we're going to explore two verified, completely unrelated operational stories that prove exactly why relying on a one-size-fits-all solution is just a recipe for failure, and why highly engineered pathways are the ultimate key to performance.
All right, let's dive right in. Section 1. Chetu. Quiet software dominance.
26. On April 1, 2026, a custom software developer named Chetu marked exactly 26 years in business. Now, if you know the tech world, spanning over 2.5 decades is literally an eternity. But the thing is, they haven't just survived those 26 years. They have steadily and kind of quietly grown by delivering proven hard results time and time again.
And those results? They have incredible reach. Over those 26 years, they've expanded to serve clients across more than 40 different global industries. I mean, just think about the sheer adaptability required to build digital chutes, those custom pathways for routing data and workflows, across 40 entirely different sectors. It absolutely requires a fundamental rejection of generic software templates in favor of highly specialized, tailored code.
Of course, to support that vast array of industries, you need serious infrastructure. Chetu operates out of 11 distinct global locations. Having this massive global footprint is exactly what allows them to execute their specialized work seamlessly across borders. It proves that their tailored approach really does scale across the entire world.
Now, this isn't just them patting themselves on the back. This is backed by serious third-party verification. Just looking at 2025 alone, they grabbed 2 Gold Globie Awards and several Stevies. But the real credibility kicker comes from industry titans. We're talking Omdia, IDC, and Everest Group. They have specifically cited Chetu for their specialized work in AI, cloud, and data analytics. And to top the whole thing off, they secured a spot in the OA 500 Global Outsourcing Top 100 for the 3rd year running. So yeah, this is rigorous external validation of their customized pathways.
Ultimately, Chetu isn't just surviving out there. They are being validated. After 26 years, they've completely proven that engineering precise, custom digital software pathways, those digital chutes, is hands down the most reliable way to build a world-class tech firm.
Okay, let's switch gears entirely. Section 2. Weba Chutes. Mining's unsung heroes.
So if Chetu builds pathways for data, Weba builds them for the earth. And this brilliantly illustrates the sheer scale of what Weba accomplishes. Take the Palabora Copper Mine, for instance. Weba's custom transfer chutes have run there for over a decade with barely a maintenance call. Really think about that for a second. 10 years handling a massive 5,000 tons per hour of coarse ore. That is enough volume to absolutely blow your mind, and its reliability you can quite literally set your watch to. Meanwhile, over in Sierra Leone, at an iron ore mine that was facing a critical 80% material bias issue, Weba engineered a custom fix that drastically cut spillage and slashed their downtime. These are just incredible geographic and physical achievements.
Which brings us to Weba's core message to the heavy industry sector: don't oversimplify. You absolutely cannot treat these vital operational pathways as some simple, generic commodity. A chute in a mine is not just a pipe you buy off a shelf, right? Proper design requires intense, highly specialized engineering to handle the unique physics of the exact material being moved.
To get it right, Weba utilizes some really intense engineering rigor, specifically something called DEM modeling. Discrete Element Modelling is a rigorous mathematical and engineering process, and it's used to guarantee proper chute design and exact material flow. It basically proves that true operational reliability, whether you're running 5,000 tons of copper an hour or fixing a severe material bias, comes strictly from deep, customized modeling. No guesswork allowed.
So how does this all tie together? Section 3.
Precision, the common thread.
What exactly connects a Florida-based tech firm writing custom software with South African mining engineers designing transfer chutes? Well, the answer is precision. Chetu's growth comes from tailored code to precisely route data. Meanwhile, Weba's success comes from tailored flow to precisely route ore. Both companies completely reject one-size-fits-all solutions. They both implicitly understand that the pathway you build completely determines the exact outcome of your operation.
And that is really the ultimate realization of today's explainer. As we look at the business landscape in 2026, generic just doesn't win anymore. What wins is what's verified, what's customized, and what is deeply engineered. Whether you're dealing with the absolute most complex cloud data architectures or thousands of tons of raw, coarse earth, customized precision is always going to beat out the basic template, every single time.
Let's wrap this up. Section 4, Pathways to Performance.
Let's quickly recap the hard, verified facts we've covered today. First, we have Chetu, celebrating 26 years, dominating across 40-plus industries, earning a coveted spot on the OA 500 Top 100 through major analyst recognition. Then, on the other side, we have Weba, showcasing a literal decade of nonstop reliability at Palabora, executing critical fixes in Sierra Leone, and doing it all backed by the intense mathematical rigor of DEM engineering. These two parallel stories of excellence prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that a chute is never just a pipe, it is fundamentally a pathway to performance.
Which leaves us with this final, provocative thought for you to ponder. Think about the critical pathways in your own organization, whether you're routing data across servers, routing physical materials, or honestly just routing the very processes that keep your business alive every single day. Where do your chutes lead? Are they highly engineered for precision, or are you just relying on a generic template? Thank you so much for joining me to explore these fascinating insights today. Keep seeking out those precision pathways, and I really hope this leaves you inspired to examine the engineering behind your own success.